welcome to A Tranquil Life. My name is Cheryl. Today is the kickoff for the 2021 Holiday Grand Plan. The Holiday Grand Plan, if you're not familiar, is a 17-week preparation for the Christmas holiday. And the holidays of Halloween and Thanksgiving are also in there. The prep, the decor, the meals, the gift buying, the gift wrapping, Christmas cards, everything is broken down over the next 17 weeks until Christmas. It's a wonderful program that's been around for over 20 years. Cynthia Ewer, who is, I think, one of the only original Holiday Grand Plan masterminds, still puts out the yearly calendars on organizedhome.com. I will link that below, and I'll link the direct link to the Holiday Grand Plan as well. There is a House and Holidays plan that is a shorter time period if you want, it's a little too early for you to plan when it's still hot outside. I get that. But for me, it's always been a goal to start planning very early so that I can get a lot of things done, spread out the to-do list, spread out all of the tasks, spread out the finances, and make everything work instead of having everything at the last minute. So one of the major components of the Holiday Grand Plan is some kind of notebook, some kind of place where you can put all of your planning, all of your lists, everything in one place so that you can grab it and see what you have to do, put checklists, put everything in here where it's just one place. I use a Happy Planner. I've used a Happy Planner for years. This is I have just stuck everything in here from previous years. This is not the setup that I used, but every year I'll just move the current year over into this book. I've got, it starts in 2016, this one does. I've got others that are prior to this, but every year I can go through here and see what I gave for gifts for my family members. I can see what I served for holiday dinners. I can see everything in a glance from years past, which is really nice. And when when I'm no longer here and my kids want to look back at what they got for Christmas, my kids are older now. They're adults, and they can see, what I gave them for Christmas. And it's just a nice piece of memorabilia for holidays for them. So it's functional, plus it's very, it's record keeping and just something that they can look back on. I have put together my holiday planner already. This first week is list week, and we'll concentrate on the front porch area of the home. So what I want to do first, before we talk about that, is show you how I've set mine up. Now, I'm going to be tweaking this all along. I hope to record each week on Sunday when the new week starts, and we'll go over some things together, and then I can share with you what I've done. You can get some ideas. I can, if you'll comment your ideas and what you're doing, I can get some ideas from that. So it's a great way to communicate with other people who are doing the plan as well, for both of us. So this is, like I said, my 2021 holiday planner, and I'll show you what's inside. A few years ago, I made this Christmas bucket list to go in my Happy Planner. It's just a decorated page. It's really pretty to look at. It's baked cookies, mail holiday cards, wrap Christmas gifts. It's just got all of the watch a holiday movie, all of the good stuff that you want to do around Christmas on here. So now I do have videos from last year the last holiday grand plan, and they're in a playlist, so you're welcome to go and look at those. I did actually a bucket list for each month last year. I'm not planning to do that this month because this year, because we didn't really have much success with it. So I've got another way I'm going to hopefully work some fun into the weeks ahead. So now this is the holiday grand plan printable calendar. It's 3 pages. On the website there's a page for printables. This is the first one. Now what I've done, this is, I have personalized this plan over the years. I tweak it every year. I personalize it even more every year because I don't have a guest room. I don't have a garage. And there's a week dedicated to kids room. I don't have a kids room. So I have to make it work with what I have and what rooms I have and what I want to concentrate on. That's the beauty of the plan. It gives you the structure, the outline, the bones, so to speak, and then you make it what you need. So the first week is list week. It starts today, and each thing is given a week. I don't have an entryway, so I made this paperwork week. I will be working on my paperwork that week. So print out the calendar and just make it what you need it to be. So that's the calendar that you'll find on the website. I have a tab for lists, and it is list week. So I've got different Happy Planner pages in here. I've got some half sheets. I've got a gift list. Now these, every year Happy Planner comes out with a holiday pack. It's got usually these kinds of things, gift list. It's got the Christmas card list. It's got a cookie exchange. If you want to do a cookie exchange, it's got stickers, dividers, things like that. So these have all come from those over the years. So, but there is a printable for the gift list on the Holiday Grand Plan website. There's menu lists, there's shopping lists, there's all kinds of different pages that you can add to your planner. That are on that website that, I sometimes use the ones from those holiday packs. So, but know that the Christmas card list, there is a printable on that site. Okay. So I've got my Christmas card list on here. So I'll be filling that in, starting to fill all of these in. Here's one, like I was just saying, that's on the site. This is a shopping list. And I've got a couple of these in here, so I'm going to go over the list that I have to make on when we get to the first week. So this is my September tab, and each month has a tab. And I'll put the weekly assignments behind these tabs based on which week we're in. And I just made a divider here, and I found this Helen Hunt Jackson quote and just dressed it up and made it pretty. I did this last year, so if you want to see how I did this, it's on the video last year, I think, holiday planner setup or something like that. So they're short videos, so feel free to go and watch those. This came in one of those packs. It's kind of a dry erase type thing, but I'm just using it as a divider to put where I am. I have a note sheet in front of each month so that I can write notes. And then this is where it starts. So this is week 1, front porch list week. What I've done is I've printed it out. This says something like, I can't remember what this says under here. one of them says to call and one of them says to go. That's what it is, to call and to go. So if you need to make phone calls or if you need to go places, you can use those spaces for that. I don't typically use that, so I changed this to fun this week so that I can remember to schedule something fun to do during the week, this week, and then things to focus on. So, you know, change these boxes, make them what you want. But there's a household box, there's a holiday prep, you're assigned household, you know, things to clean in on the front porch, you're assigned some holiday prep work, and here's a place to put the things that you need to buy, and then notes. Last year I used the notes section to reflect on the weather that was happening that month, anything that was in current events that happened that month, and it was a lot of fun to go back this year and read what was happening during this time last year. And also I made this a remember box so that I put each week, I put a memory from growing up about the subject, what room, like my mom's front porch was always decorated for Christmas. So I use that as a memory kind of keeping of things that, you know, from my childhood that I remember about each room of the house that I grew up in. So this year I'm changing that up. What I also did on the organized home, it will help you make your own lists depending on what your needs are. What I did was front porch. I made a list for my front porch that I want to clean. It says clean doors, light fixtures, clean the doormat, scrub the porch, power wash the outside, and clean the outside windows. So as I do these this week, I will mark those off, and then I know they're done. So, and anything that I need to add, I've got plenty of space here. I've got plenty of space over here. So that is the first week, and I'll just show you another one, but we'll do this weekly. The week 2 is living room and question week. Same thing. And I made a living room checklist that I want to use when I go to clean the living room. And all the way through, all 17 weeks, I've done that in each month. Each month has their week already broke down depending on my needs for this calendar. I've made sheets for the actual rooms and what I need to concentrate on that week for each month. Now, for example, dining room week is the week of Thanksgiving. Well, I'm not going to be cleaning my dining room the week of Thanksgiving. I'm not going to do that. So my dining room week is the week before, so that I can get this done this week, and this week I'm going to be cooking and planning and you know, getting dishware together and everything for that Thursday. So, and I want the kitchen and the cabinets done around that same time so that it's nice and clean and sparkly for Thanksgiving when people come over. So, you know, I've got a baking week in here. I'm going to concentrate on baking just that one week right before Christmas. You know, Christmas is on Saturday this year. So, you know, you can tweak them and put them where you need them to be. We're remodeling our bathroom. I put the bathroom as far back as I could because I don't even know if it's going to be done by then. So that's what I do. So let's go over right quick. Let's go over the first week, which is things that will happen this week. On the website, each week is broken down. There is lots of things to read. There are lots of tips and tricks on that website. It's amazing. They have done an amazing job. Cynthia is absolutely fabulous. So be sure, you know, and read everything for each week because it's going to get you in the holiday spirit, you know. Okay, holiday prep lists. First, print the holiday grand plan calendars, which they're on the site under printables, and then make the following lists. Now, you don't have to use the printables. You can get yourself just a plain spiral bound notebook and just use it. You don't have to do anything fancy. You don't have to make it pretty. You can just make it functional. Whatever you decide to do, make it your own. So she doesn't say print out the printable list. She says make the following list. So you can put it right in, a notebook. Gifts to be given, amount to spend, include family, friends, school, church, etc. A Christmas card list. You can computerize it if you want. Print the list, update it if needed, and decide how many cards are needed. Whichever, if you send out Christmas cards, if you don't, consider it this year, because, we're going through as a country and as a planet a lot right now. And I am sure that anyone would love to receive a Christmas card, an old-fashioned Christmas card in the mail from someone they love. So if you're not, if you don't typically do it, consider doing that, because on this plan, you're going to make out a couple Christmas cards a week so that they're ready to go the 1st of December. You don't have to sit down and take 3 hours and make your Christmas cards. This is something that you can spread out and just take a few minutes a week to do, and you're ready to go. Visits to make, parties entertaining, menus for Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, and other parties. Halloween's in there. Goodies for sharing or gifts. Decide how much needs to be made and divide it between the weeks from now through December 1st. So if you want to make cookies and give cookies away for gifts, if you want to make fudge, if you make a special kind of dessert or a special kind of bread or something like that you want to make for gifts, that's a lot cheaper than buying a gift. Those kinds of gifts are always welcome. Then you can start planning and buy flour one week, sugar one week, and then, when you get ready to make it, you've got everything, and it's not a big expense, right at the holidays. Nuts are very expensive. So, buy a package a week, or, a couple packages a month instead of buying it all at one time. Favorite meals of the family members for freezing ahead. Freezing meals is a part of this plan. You make ahead meals, put them in the freezer so that when you're busy in December, you're shopping, you're going places, you've got meals in the freezer. All you have to do is take them out, put them in the oven, put them in the microwave, whatever. You can, if you've got an Instant Pot, gather some Instant Pot recipes that you want to make that are quick and easy for those busy times. Crock pot ideas, things like that. Make lists. Long-term shopping lists divided into canned goods, perishables for each holiday, linens, dishes, decorations, etc. So a shopping list, and this is a very interactive and perpetual list. You're going to be working with this list. It's not, you don't sit down 1 minute, make this list, and then you're done. You're going to be adding and adding as you think of things. You've got a place to go to write it down. And then create your Christmas planner to organize holiday planning. So those are the assignments for this week. Lists. So, everything's broken down for you. You don't have to think really about what you need to do. It's all here for you. So I highly encourage you, if you are looking for a way to plan and take some of the worry about the holidays off of your shoulders, have somebody break everything down step by step so that you can have a happy and restful holiday season, so that you're not scurrying and running and not, you're so tired you collapse into bed. This is the way to go. So I will be back next week with this completed, and we'll talk about living room week, next week's assignments, and I'll also give you some tips on how to help yourself get into the spirit of Christmas if you're having a year where you don't really see yourself enjoying the holidays. So we can work on that together. All right, until I see you next Sunday, happy planning.